Mini PCs are everywhere. So I thought it's about time I got involved. This is the first mini PC I've reviewed in a long time. A very, very long time actually. I think the last one I reviewed was a Minis Forum mini PC back in about 2017 or something daft like that. A very long time ago anyway. So this one I got on a deal, flash deal from Amazon, and it was around £100 or probably about $100. Exchange rates on parity pretty much at the moment. So let me just talk you through the box. Not much going on, just a very plain Jane box. We have a bit of information here, so we don't know if it's the T9 Pro or the T9 Plus, but I can tell you it is the T9 Pro. So it's manufactured by Shenzhen CYX Industrial Co Limited. Got an address for them there, after sales email, name, address, UK representative information here, EU details there, all the safety things, whatever they all mean these days. And on the underneath, can confirm there, T9 Pro, black, 8GB, 256GB of storage, and it's UK specs. Hopefully we'll get UK plug in there. Let's unbox it. Not much going on here. Bit of a manual, quite a thin manual, just telling you how to hook up displays, that kind of thing. So literally 3 pages. Wow. And then we get the PC itself. So quite well packaged. Nice, look at that. So that is a good looking PC. Goodness knows if it'll be any good. It's got an Intel inside. Doesn't actually say on the box what the processor is, and I can't remember, but we will soon find out. So we've got a peely thing on the top there. Oh, delicious. Oh no, Intel sticker's gone. But I think, yeah, that'll come off there and we can put it back on the PC if we want. So let's take a look around the PC itself. This is really, really small. On the front, we've got just a power button. On the side, we've got 3 USB 3 ports. On the back, we've got DC 12 volts for power, audio out, 2 LAN ports. We've got a Kensington lock there. And then we've got this sort of heat sinky type air inlet, or outlet rather. And on this side, 3 HDMI ports. So this is an interesting beast. Let's have a look underneath. So we've got a lot more information there. So we now know it's the N95 CPU. Got 8GB of RAM, 256GB of ROM. And it is the Alder Lake N95. And then we've just got those addresses again. There's another small box of goodies in the box. So we'll just get all these out, see what's going on in there. So we've got power adapter. Nice UK plug there with all the safety things on there. And that runs at 30 watts. And we've got like a plate here so you can attach it to the back of a monitor. So you can actually hide it completely behind your monitor if it's got a VESA mount. And then we've just got HDMI, of course. So without further ado, let's get it powered on. See what happens. Exciting times. Oh, nice. It's actually got a lovely LED ring that changes colours, that spins. And I've just jumped to the monitor. Hello, you can see me. And everything looks to be working. We've got the BIOS screen there, AMI Power Manage Secure. So this is really strange. When I first went in, it just got me to create a local account. It didn't offer to sign into the Microsoft account. So very, very strange, very different. I've not come across that before, but looking at it, it is Windows 11 Pro, which does make sense in a way, because a Windows 11 Pro PC might not necessarily want to be set up with a normal home Microsoft account or an Office business account. As I've already mentioned, it's got the Intel N95 processor in there. I've not done anything other than just create an account on this. And if we look at free space on the C drive, so it's using up 33.8GB and 203GB are free. 237GB is the maximum capacity. So we'll potentially save some space if we do a cleanup. So to do that in Windows 11, Just type in clean up on the start menu. And we'll have a look, see if we can get rid of any other garbage that's on here. Only bit of bloatware I've found is the WPS Office installation is on the desktop, but that's quite easy to get rid of. And we just take a look at this here. We can, looks like, get rid of quite a lot. So we'll just select all of them. We can free up 3.96 gigabytes. So we'll do that. Not connected this to the internet yet, but I will be doing, and I'll be checking it to make sure there are no viruses or anything naughty like that on there. So what I'm going to do is just run a scan with Malwarebytes. So I've got a free trial, 14 days, so quite a good use of it really on this PC. Find out what's on there, find out if it's good, and if I can actually sign in with my Windows account. Good news, folks, nothing there. I'm just going to use AVG antivirus. Oh, let's have a look. So 2 issues found in system settings. Now, these are not going to be alarmed on this. So all this is data execution prevention isn't switched on. So I can quickly get that resolved. And then notifications could be visible while you're away from your PC. So all that's going to do is set them to private. So we'll resolve all of those. That's quite normal. Just want to point out that that isn't anything to do with this PC. Sometimes it just isn't switched on. More of a privacy issue than anything, particularly on the second point. And then we've got something on advanced issues. So we've got no malware. And this is fine. So your PC webcam and or microphone are vulnerable to spying. So yeah, that's fine. I don't actually have a webcam attached to it, so I'm not concerned about that one. And this one, you're vulnerable to fake websites. DNS hijacking is often the result of malware that replaces your router's DNS domain name system settings with malicious settings. Once hijacked, even if you correctly typed in the URL of the site you want to visit, you can be directed to a fake website that looks exactly like the real thing. So again, I'm going to resolve all, and I can't do it unless I pay. No! So I'll have to find something else to resolve that DNS issue. Panic over. After doing some research online, I'm fine. All that prompt was doing was trying to get me to buy AVG so that it would switch on the DNS protection. Now, research online can be dangerous, but I think I'm not in the tinfoil hat brigade. I think I have done some good research. However, there is something that is of a little bit of concern. So the user access control settings were set to never notify by default. Now, what I would do is crank that right up to have it on there. So notify me only when apps try to make changes to my computer. I'll change that over. Then we've got that added layer of protection just in case. One last check I'm going to do. I'm just going to update the protection on Windows 11. So it's saying that I've got the latest version from this morning, it looks like. And then what I'm going to do is just do a full security scan using the virus and threat protection within Windows 11 itself. What I'm doing at the moment, as well as the security scan, I'm just updating to the latest version of Windows. I just want to show you the usage. So got quad core, quad thread at 2.69 gigahertz. So that must be its turbo. Just putting my hand on the box, it doesn't feel particularly warm. Put it underneath, slightly warmer, but it seems fairly cool. The thermals seem okay. But don't expect this thing to churn through tasks very quickly. What you will find is a lot of this. So I really don't think this is going to work for gaming. But having said that though, I'm going to try it anyway. So here's an example of some web browsing. So scrolling through the page, pretty slick, loads pretty quick. What you'd expect really from a device at this price. If we go to YouTube, see results are popping up fairly quickly. The page is taking a while to generate, but that's what happens on your first visit, isn't it? So if we search for Tomo's Tech, and oh look, it's me. So the monitor I'm using here, the unboxing video here, let's open that up and we'll just crank it up to 4K. and lovely, seems to be working. Skipping through, it doesn't take long to buffer, some of that's down to my internet speed. We'll just open up Stats for Nerds. I'll just pull in closer to that. A couple of drop frames, but that must have been at the very beginning. Looks fairly good. This is what we get in DirectX Diagnostics, or DX Diag. So we can see there, we've got the N95, as we know. We've got 8 GB of RAM, using a page file of around 3 GB. So it seems okay. Just wanted to take a break just now, just to admire the LED ring that runs around the bottom of it. That is nice. Incidentally, while this is updating with the latest version of Windows 11, it's not making any noise at all, which is a good sign. Just moving back around to the rear side of the PC. Just remember, you've got 2.5 gig Ethernet ports here. This has got firewall or server written all over it. The fact that it's a very low powered CPU means it's not going to cost much to keep on permanently. And even media encoding, because of the Intel APU built in there, it's going to easily encode 1080p and probably 4K streams. I've now spent a couple of days with this PC, just using it for very basic office tasks, reading emails, watching the occasional bit of media, using it to play audio on Spotify, that kind of thing. And I'm very impressed. Do not expect it to play any games. Having said that though, this is part 1. There is going to be a part 2 where I play games that you ask me to test on it. If there's anything silly, I'm not going to do it because it'd just be a waste of time downloading it. But put in the comments what games you want me to test on this PC, and I will try and oblige in one of my future videos. Ooh, don't go just yet. Just been into the BIOS and I've seen maximum memory frequency 3.2 gigahertz, so we're gonna just whack that right up. Don't know what that's gonna do, but we will soon find out. Those of you slightly more cleverer than me, please do let me know what it's gonna do. Save and exit, and we'll see what happens next. Amazingly enough, just changing that setting has now made the RAM run at 4,800 megahertz. So performance mode unlocked. Bonus number 2, the top of the PC, you can actually get your fingernails under it. You can take it off and you can expose this, which is the M.2 drive. So you could quite easily replace this just by removing the screw. So you can see what model it's got in there. Huge world, 256 gigabytes. So if you wanted more storage, really easy to do. Obviously you'll have to reinstall Windows on the new drive, but that's not too complicated, is it? Incidentally, when I did pick this PC up, it was only £99, but that price has rocketed up to about 180 at the moment. So I don't know what's happened there, but I'd imagine it will go on sale again at some point in the future. If it does, then it's well worth purchasing. If you're just wanting a very basic media server, well, anything that isn't a gaming PC, this will do what you need it to do. Except video editing, it's probably not going to do that, and maybe not Photoshop either. In fact, anything creative it's probably going to struggle with. However, if you're just a consumer, not of PC games, then it's perfect. That's it for this video. I'm done for today. I will be returning with some more product reviews coming up, and also games on this PC. Thank you for watching. If you've not yet subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you in the next one.